Here we have Ivett Estrada and Allan Watson. Ivett will be studying performing arts and screen acting in Spain, and Allan is a literal Swiss Army knife. He does singing, acting, dancing, video production, editing, photography, marketing, general content creation. Hey guys.
Hi.
Let's jump right into the questions. So can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Well, my name is Ivett, as well you previously mentioned. I am 20 years old. I currently work at the Oxford School as a teaching assistant, but on the sidelines, I am an actress, a singer, and well, a dancer in training. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
And I am Allan Watson. I am 25 years old, just turned 25. I work in anything that is related to arts, really. That also includes my hobbies, but as everything she mentioned, I do a lot. I do a lot of things.
Right. So what is your background as actors?
Well, I started acting at the Extra School when I was 14 years old. Before that, though, I used to work as a singing teacher. I participated in a contest called Canta Conmigo when I was 11 years old. I won second place. So due to that experience, I was able to find out more about me in the arts industry and how much I liked it and how passionate I was of making a living out of it. And I've been acting ever since 2016 up until now.
I mean, if you want to get technical as to when I started back in 2001 in one of the first productions of the Oxford School in El Teatro en Círculo. That was a Christmas special. My mom played Mama Claus and I was a little elf. But yeah, I also started here in the Oxford School. I played Aladdin in the yearly musical. And from then on, I've gone to do more than 13 other musicals and non-musical plays.
Right, thank you. So this question is for Ivett. Can you tell us a little bit about why you needed to submit to apply to university and what the process was like in general?
Okay, so currently I am on my way to study performing arts and screen acting in Universidad de las Artes TAI in Madrid. And the process was pretty straightforward, pretty simple when you've already got some experience. They basically ask for an audition in which you have to prepare a monologue about 60 seconds long. You have to prepare some songs so that you can show your singing abilities, your rhythmic abilities as well, harmonic wise. They evaluate like lots of aspects within the singing technicalities. You also have to prepare an interview in which they ask you about your aspirations, what you're looking forward to from the university, what you expect from the teachers and everything else there, so that they have a full view of what your future as an artist could look like.
All right, thank you. Now this one is for Allan. Tell us about your experience so far with achieving your career goals.
Well, it's not been easy. At first, I believe what's most important is sticking to your guns and doing what you love. That's the biggest achievement I believe I've ever had is saying no to a regular 9-to-5 job when I was offered to be in a call center. So that step in denying that and just committing full time into doing whether I was making money or not, and having no support from anyone else, that commitment is the most important thing. So that was the journey. At first, it was very hard, but eventually, through social networking and working, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the hours, and eventually, you build a name for yourself, and you do that.
Yeah, and I think with the two of you, we can see like two different contrasts as to this career path in general. Like for Ivett, you're going on a more traditional route, which is like going to universities to study specifically. I know, Allan, you also have aspirations to go to university at one point too, but insofar you've managed to kind of like make a name for yourself within the theater community here in Panama because of not going to university and instead putting the work and
Yeah.
like acting in plays. And you even were in a TV show here in Panama, right?
Yeah,
Which is-
I've been in a couple short films. I've been in TV. I was in the Suicide Squad film. I've been part of several plays and I mean, countless video producer job titles. I guess.
Yes. So it's basically a career that you can go pretty much into it by any angle and just kind of like make it your own.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, the being a Swiss Army knife is a big part of it. Like without that, there's not that much success.
Mhm.
If I was only good at musical theater, I wouldn't have that much success.
Yeah. Right. So now, what does the future hold for you?
Well, I am, as I mentioned, on my way to study. After graduating, I am looking forward to coming back. I think it's a bit, well, contradictory because most people leave to never come back. But I want to come back because I feel like the country needs it. I don't see a point in leaving, making another country richer when Panama needs it the most, especially culturally speaking, or speaking about the arts and everything. Panama's culture is still wearing diapers, and it's people like me, people like the ones that have already gone to study and come back that are going to make the change in that process. And I am really looking forward to being part of that change.
And Allan?
Well, she definitely has a more thinking for others approach. I don't. I mean, I do want to move out. Like my dream ever since I saw Spider-Man cartoon has been to live in New York. So I do want to move out eventually. I don't know when that will happen. All I know is that next year I do plan on taking a intensive musical theater course in the New York Conservatory at some point early February, if I'm not mistaken. That's study wise. Aside from that, well, I'm currently in the Heights musical. That's one of the greatest Broadway musicals of recent time, and I am performing still as Michael Jackson in this place called Emotions, which is Panama's first dinner theater.
Well, sounds really exciting, both of you. And finally, what is a piece of advice you would give someone who wants to go into the content creation / acting industry?
You go first.
I go first. Gear is not everything. I mean, if it's content creation we're talking about, gear is not everything. You gotta be creative. If you don't have a vision, I always say, and I mean in Spanish, it would be no es la flecha el indio. It's not the camera. The camera won't make or break your film. The story comes first. Story's king. Also, when it comes to marketing, there's many amazing things people can do with phones. They don't get stuck on, I need this or that, or I need that or this. It's the most important thing is to do. Like, stop thinking about and do. The first thing I ever did, that was a big advice. The first thing I ever did, I didn't have any job, or I just started doing YouTube. I didn't have a camera either. So I started with my Samsung Galaxy S4. That sums it up.
Just do.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, and Ivett?
Well, I think the best advice I can give everyone, and I am also giving this advice to myself, is to not be afraid to talk to people, to get out there, because I am a very, very shy person. I get very nervous when I need to meet or interact with new people, especially within, the industry, like directors and everything else. But it's really important to just, step a foot out there, talk to people, get to know people, and get people to know you in that sense. And I think that's key.
Yeah, networking, definitely. All right, thank you both very much for your time.
Thank you.
A pleasure.